Hello, everyone. Let me explain what we're going to do for how to recording the lectures. So we would use Zoom. That's probably the best way. And then you would share your desktop somewhere. Let me see. I think probably already shared. Yeah, so you will share it using this button right here so that you can share your desktop or particular software. And then you can go and click here. And then I already clicked on recording. So click on recording so that you can record everything happens on your desktop. So I would recommend that you all start with some ideas, like, draw something and get some ideas out. Even that they don't make sense now, you can still, refer back to them and further develop those ideas. Then, of course, open your Rhino. So one of them I started to develop. So I was thinking I would make a curvy wall that is curvy at the bottom or to some kind of curves, and then straight lines on the top. So if we look at it, I created two lines. One is this one. I'll make a copy. One is this one, and another one is curves. So we line up them on top of each other, and then we would draw a section. So I'm going to use a two-wheel sweep to create a wall that is uniquely curvy. So I would let me see where they are. They are here. Wait. Okay, they're here. Two of them. No, I need to select all of them. Yes. So I'm going to draw a curvy line. Snapping to the end using my front view. And if it's not successful, I can come back and modify. I need to see how it looks like. Okay, it's sort of looking okay. And check the perspective view. Okay, so I will do a two-wheel sweep using those two as the wheel and use this one as a section. And for example, if I want some unique shape, I could also use, for example, this one. It's my mouse. Okay. For example, I could also do a different shape. Because this is a cross section, so it can get to any different shape. For example, I'm using something like this. Let's check its relationship with, no, it's not right. So this direction is wrong. If I look at here, oh, that's the line. That's totally not what I wanted. I need to at least first rotate. See that? I don't think this one works, but that's the idea. Okay, let me do some point. First I'm going to I'll use the set point because this one is all over the place. No, this one in terms of the it's not in one line. So this could just be a flat in one line, you know, looking from this view. So which direction is wrong? It's looking correct from this view, but it's looking wrong from the top view. So what I would do is I would set point, set PT, type in set PT, and I'm going to set looking at this coordination system. I'm going to set the Y. So I'm going to smash it so every Y is at the same level. So yeah, so it's basically something like this. It remains the same at this view, but it's different, it's fixed here. So, okay, let's use this one, move. And of course, this one will not fit both point, or will they? Actually, see, here is not fitting, but that's okay. Even that this is not touching this corner, it can still do two real sweep. So, okay, let's do both and see what they are. Sorry, I need to deselect everything, okay. Okay, two real sweep. Select the first reel, select the second reel. I do this one first, select cross section, press enter, and say okay. This one is really odd. Oh, really strange. Oh, okay. I think the direction is wrong. I need to also fix the direction. Because the sweeping, okay, what's the direction? Oh, direction is here. So it's totally wrong direction. What I need, I have something in mind. There's another tuning. What I need is roughly perpendicular to both of the reels. Yeah, don't have to be perfectly perpendicular, or don't even have to touch any of the point. Yeah, so this is good enough. Okay, let's do a two reel sweep. First reel, second reel, and cross section. Press enter, and okay. So this one is still odd because because it is up and down a little bit, so it's not flat. Even the top one and the bottom one, they're both flat, but the structure that's in between is not flat. So there's also awkward overlapping here and there. So it's not totally successful. I may have to think about something else, but that's one of the idea. Let's keep this failed one somewhere, and let's do a, okay, let's fix the top and the bottom. And okay, so I don't want this one, this is really wrong. I'm just going to redo or use this one and create another based on it. Okay, maybe if they line up, they would somehow work. Let me create an arc, use 2-point, start and end and direction. Radius, I think this one is good. So I'll use this and create an arc, drag. Okay, first arc. Okay, arc. Expand. Ah, I think, okay, I need to, oh, done. I should press enter. Yeah. So here, okay, use the same. This one. this one, and drag, and this direction. Okay, and do the same. If you don't want to always go back to the menu, you just press enter, but it's not overlapping, so it's it. Let's see here. Okay, are they overlapping? It is overlapping. It's not possible not to be overlapping. Okay, that I consider just to be the visual. Let's do a different. Maybe this is not the right arc. This is. It doesn't look like perfect arc. I'll try this one. This radius, maybe this better. Right? And the radius is 1. Okay, so let's look at the, because this is a very small model. Each one is 1 millimeter basically. So the radius might be 3 to start. Radius cannot be smaller. Okay, so radius is 5. That's very small. Okay, don't like this one. Do it again. Radius would be, let's make 10 and see how it looks. No, this is even worse. Okay. So I guess we would sort of use this one, or maybe let's do a free curve. So drag, drag, and drag. Okay. Drag, drag, and drag, and click. Okay. So let me try to think about how I can fix this one to sort of. Okay. So, okay, so that's another, so that's why it's very necessary that each time we would set the point, because see, on one view is correct, but on the other view, this is not correct. So we should select this thing and turn on control point, select all of them, basically set. Do the same set PT. So set PT is actually very, very useful. I'm going to align the Z in this case, because if you look at here, the Z is wrong. So I'm going to align all the Z up to the same line. Okay, cool. So now, okay, at least they are all there. So I want to select them. Press Shift to select all of them and then move. I'm going to move them down to roughly here. That's fine. Okay. So with this two and with this shape, probably let's try to snap to the top. Okay. So probably it's going to be better because this at least is the same length each of the section. Okay, try to do another one. I need to join it. Type in join. Okay. This one, this one, this one. Yes. Okay. I don't think this one is fixed because it still has some trouble and yeah, it's a bit odd. Okay. So let's forget about that one. And I'll think about ideas to build this shape another time. So I would use this. Okay, this is tried and true. It's going to work. Here, okay. Okay, do a two-wheel sweep. First, second section, enter. Say OK. Just choose the first option. Okay. So this one is somewhat working, or uniquely different to them. It's not totally following because it's not totally matching. Okay, so let's remove this one, and I'll just show you the one that I've done, which is working, which is this line right, no, not this one, this line right here. That start from, delete this. So start from here, come down to here with pretty decent relationship to the line. So it's going to allow a decent sweeping. So if you do it, so in a way, the two-wheel sweep is really to design the position and where they are. So if you have them at the right position, it actually follows the curve that you design. So so this is one of them. Okay, so as you can see, this is not, so what do we know about this? So this is called the open poly surface. So that means this is not one surface. I can explode this surface into smaller sections. Yeah, and if I select this and I try to explode, this is already a single surface, then it would say cannot explode single surface. So what I simply did for this design is to have two set. So two different lines. One is this, another is sort of like going like shape 8. So when I have two of them, I sweep. So I created two surfaces, and then I delete with alteration. So I delete one here and keep this one here, and just so that two surfaces then delete certain sections and become this. So if I wanted to fix this, okay, or maybe that's not what I really like. I rather just like to have one straight curvy line. Let's play with them. That may not work because that would probably be one surface. No, okay. The reason I'm thinking I might design a line that's going more like a normal line, but I think this one that wouldn't have the 4 sections. So is this something I would like? Is it something correct? Okay, out on the floor. Okay, so if that's the case, I can try with this one. Okay, do a two-wheel sweep. So we totally understand two-wheel sweep through this and what's the potential. So that's the first line. This is the second line. One, curve, two, section. Okay, so this is okay, but this is still 4 sections. Okay, this is one single surface. So this one you simply cannot explode. So this is one single surface. So sometimes we do want one single surface. Sometimes we want something like that you can explode and into a different shape. So this is one surface because the bottom line is just one line. So if we try this one, but this shape, will it work? We don't know, but we could try. Two-wheel sweep. Okay, top, bottom, section, enter. Okay, this I think showed a little more promising, but still, there might be overlapping because when they sort of come together, they overlap. So that's sort of not what I want. But this is in a way interesting. I may need to design a little more just so that this one works. So, okay, for example, if I don't want this one, so there's a lot of potential that you can play with two real sweet. If I don't want any of this, and I'm just going to have two different jagged lines, and it's here, okay, it's here, show it, okay, and another one, let's do this, right, from this point to here, and then to maybe here, to here, and then it goes back the same point. So with this line, again, this one doesn't fit. Let me try another time. I probably did not snap to the point. Oh, there's something weird here. I have a chamfer. So this is a different line. Okay? Somehow I have a chamfer. I'll select this one and delete that one because that's not what I want. Okay, do another polyline. This polyline over here. This one. So start from this. You know what? Just copy this one. Probably better. And turn on the control point. And do something like this. See? Select the line, turn on the control point. Okay. Move the control point. This. Move this control point. That. And move this control point. Like this. Okay. And then move this one back to its original state. Move this one to its original position. Undo. Select the whole thing. Okay. A little more drama in there. Okay. So these two, of course, they're at the same height as you can see. But one of them is go down to the floor. Press Shift, so they only go vertically. This is not, I don't have any dimensions, so it's just roughly in there. And now let's try to use a different shape that sort of works like here, okay, go vertical. It's sort of like a canopy. Oops. Yeah. I have a smart track. At some place I may need the smart track. Turn it on. Okay. Press some shift. Okay. So this is sort of like a canopy, but of course wrong direction, as you can see right here. So I'm going, awkward. This is snap to the point. If that's the case, I'm going to remove that. I probably have to do a, just do a shape, and then make a little alteration afterwards. Yes, this map track. This one, move point to point, end to end, and then rotate. Perfect, correct? Or at least roughly correct. Okay. So it's a little long. I can trim it off if I like, because I know they still probably are not perfect meeting. Ah, there's not perfect meeting. So this is not a perfect one. What was the problem? Do it again. So let's give ourselves a bit more view so that when I do it, we can actually see better. Here, press shift, come into here. The smart track is on. Okay, and whatever height, roughly. Okay, this one move to end. This one, turn on the control point, move and to end. Okay, and then select this and rotate it on the top view, 90 degree. Okay, so maybe this would give us something. Okay, do another 2-wheel sweep. Top one, bottom one, this one. So it's still up and down. I think the structure of the surface is not really that level. It sort of have this up and down, although the line is flat. So in a way, it's an interesting shape. And that's the lecture for today. Oh, there's one more thing I want to mention is, for example, if you have a surface that has this, is this polysurface? No, this one. Okay, this is a surface that used to be a polysurface. I exploded, so it has 4 portions. So if you want to make them into one surface, not to just join them as a polysurface, you can join them back into a polysurface. Oh, you can actually join them into polysurface, but it's still polysurface. It hasn't become one surface. So if you actually want them to be one surface, here's something you can do. It's called merge surface. Let me see, where is it? Connecting, merge. This one, merge. Okay, select merge surface. Select a pair, which means this is a pair. So, and then press enter and select this one. So this already joined with the next one. So this will become a pair. So each time you select 2 of them. So if I press enter and another pair, which is this one. So now if you check, the structure becomes surface. So that's something I like to mention to you in this first lecture. But once you've done that, I believe there was a little difference. Like here, you become round corner. Okay, so that's the lecture for today. My goal was to actually to create this one, to create something like this. So I think I'm pretty successful, except a little bit fixing. You know, maybe this gap is too big. But otherwise, if I have some nice shape, I can also make multiple of them. I'm going to select all the lines. Click on selection and select all the line first. Okay, and I hide all the curve, so I don't have any junk. All of this is either surface or poly surface. Okay, this one I don't think it's working, so I remove that. So for example, this one I can probably either make multiple copies or I can make them having a little bit interaction. So it's very cool to look from top. So for example, if I rotate them and I make a copy, so when I rotate it, that means I'm making a copy of it. So, or I can do a polar array or some kind of array, maybe a polar array. Okay, select object, all of them, press enter, any of the point. So maybe I have 3, that's fine. Okay. So here we check the degree 360. So that means it's going to populate all 360. Okay, and press enter. So this created this, and I may want to move them apart a little bit. You know, so all of this is for us to play. We're going to see their relationship and how there's a little interaction here. Okay, so that's probably cool enough. And cool. Okay, that's really good. So I think I so far accomplished what I wanted, but maybe this is not what I really wanted as a design concept, but as a play with the concept, I think it's good, good enough. And let's stop here.